everybody, welcome to Jinnerfer's Open Book. Today I am making salted caramel pecan cookies. So you guys are going to be baking with me. I'm going to give you the recipe. I have everything pre-measured, but I'm going to tell you how much of everything I'm using as I go along. Before I get to that, make sure if you haven't already done so, hit your subscribe button, hit your like button, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried these cookies out on your own. Also, share the video, share this recipe, share with your friends, and go check out some of my other videos. So, salted caramel pecan cookies. Gotta say it that way. So the first ingredient is 1 cup of butter or 2 sticks of butter. I like to use stick butter. So I already have my 2 cups of butter. We are going to use 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. Make sure you guys use your measuring cups. I have this stuff in cups that I pre-measured everything, but make sure that you use your measuring cup. Don't use like a regular coffee cup like I have this stuff in, please. And you are also going to need 1 cup of granulated white sugar. And you're going to cream your butter and sugar together for a while. Then you need 2 large eggs. Are gonna hear some squidget in the background. And finally, a teaspoon of vanilla. It being perfect. Once it comes together, it's going to be great. And just because to stir it a little bit with the spoon, make sure I got everything off the side of the bowl. That's it for the wet ingredients. We're gonna move on to the dry in just a second. All right, for the dry ingredients, I have 2.5 cups of flour, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of sea salt. And I am going to use a whisk. So I'm whisking together all of my dry ingredients. I know some people are kind of leery about cinnamon, but it's not a lot. It doesn't make, it's not a strong flavor in the cookie. And last time I made a cookie, I made the peanut butter cookies, and I told you guys to put cinnamon in it, and I got great reviews. So trust me on the cinnamon. You guys are gonna see me use that a lot. Probably, I think I have like 5 or 6 types of cookies that I use cinnamon in. So as I make these videos, you guys are gonna see me use a lot of cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for you. It's good for your memory, I heard. So I'm gonna gradually start putting mixing the dry in with the wet ingredients. And I'm using a spoon to stir this because it's gonna get thick. And the mixer is not going to make it. to use your biceps. To my blind and visually impaired viewers, listeners, if you want to be petty, I'm actually sticking my fingers in the batter. I keep my hands washed. I'm sticking my finger in the batter to make sure that the flour is not sitting on top of the batter, and also to move it off of the spoon. When you are blind, you cannot be afraid to get your hands dirty. Once you are confident that that's mixed up, you get to the hard part. Once you're confident that it's mixed up, then you can start adding the pecans and the caramel. So the caramel, I should have grabbed some scissors. But the caramel, you need 2 cups of I use caramel bites. My sister introduced me to the caramel bites, so I didn't have to like melt caramel candies and stuff like that. And they work just as good as chocolate chips. So the bag that I have, I don't know how many ounces are in this bag, but I know it's 2 cups. I'm really good at math. So it's 2 cups of the caramel bites, and I'm putting half of it in, and I'm going to stir those in, and then I'm going to add some pecans and stir those in. You got to do a lot of back and forth, and like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but trust me, it's going to all come together good. You might have to use your hands to mix all of this stuff in together, which I'm thinking I'm going to have to do once I get everything in here, because the spoon is not getting it. But that's okay. That's why we got soap and water. So the pecans, the recipe calls for 1 cup of pecans, and normally that's what I use. I got a request for more pecans in these cookies, so I'm using about 1.5 cups. So these cookies are going to be really chunky. You know what? I'm ditching this phone at this point. You're fired. I remember when I first started baking cookies, I was a teenager, and I had a serious issue with texture. And I was at the Lighthouse for the Blind in Florida. And one of the teachers was like, "You're gonna have to put your hands in there." All right, we got cookie batter. Next up, wash your hands. And now it's time to put the cookies on the cookie sheet. So, if you guys saw my last video, I like to use a silicone sheet for my cookie sheets. It saves, I was just talking to my mom about this, it saves a lot of time and money. You don't have to try to measure out how much paper to use when you're using the parchment paper. You don't have to buy the non-stick spray. You just buy these silicone sheets and you clean them after you use them, and you use them again. And I have an ice cream scooper so that my cookies can be at least somewhat even. I don't know if they're like perfect size all around. One of my friends said one of your cookies are gonna be bigger or smaller than the other cookie. He called dibs on the imperfect cookie. It's usually the last cookie that I put on a cookie sheet, like at the end of the batter. But that's what I'm doing now. I am taking the cookie batter, put it in my ice cream scooper. I am trying to level it out. People use knives to usually level it out. I use my fingers because I'm country. And I try to space my cookies about 2 fingers apart on the cookie sheet. I also preheated my oven already. It's been preheated to 350 degrees. And I'm gonna let the cookies bake for 10 to 12 minutes. I like a chewy cookie. Usually 10 minutes to do it, but everybody's oven cooks differently. So it's 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges are brown. So when I come back, I'm gonna let you guys see the cookies when they come out of the oven. See you in a minute. Cookies are coming out. And there's your salted caramel pecan cookie. So you let those sit on the cookie sheet for about 2 minutes and then transfer them to the cooling rack, cookie cooling rack. So just to recap, that is 1 cup of butter, 2 sticks, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or flavor, 2 1/2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 cup of pecans, 2 cups of caramel bites. Bake on 350 for 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges of the cookies have been browned. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share this video. Let me know what you think. And again, let me know how your cookies turned out, you guys. Until next time. Hey, and by the way, if you guys don't want to bake these cookies, let me know. Inbox me. Find me on Facebook under Jinnerfer Janelle, Jinnerfer, Jinnelle. Or you guys can find me on Instagram under Jinnerfer's Open Book, where you found me right here on YouTube. You guys inbox me. Let me know if you guys want some cookies and we can talk about it, okay? So until next time, I love you. Bye.